Welcome back to Taja's Garden. I am going to be heading out to Home Depot today. I'm going to be planting my strawberries today. I purchased a GreenStalk plant tower. I had a cheaper tower that I purchased from Amazon, which was literally the same thing as the ones that you can get from Dollar Tree. You can absolutely use those. However, when I planted my strawberries in there last year, I noticed that they dried out really fast in Oklahoma weather, and most of my strawberry plants died because of this. So I went ahead and spent the money and got this GreenStalk plant tower, and it looks deeper. The plant spaces look way deeper, so I'll be able to plant more things in there instead of just strawberries. And it looks like it's going to keep the plants moist longer than the other one. So I'm going to be heading out to Home Depot today to get some fertilizer for my strawberries, and I'm also going to be getting some soil acidifier for my blueberries. So this is my GreenStalk planter. We'll put it all together once I get back from Home Depot. Before I leave, I'm going to go ahead and start soaking my bare root strawberries. I'm going to soak it for about an hour. You want to at the minimum, soak it for about 30 minutes. I'll add a little bit of fish emulsion fertilizer, just a little bit. And this is going to help it wake up and give it a little boost of nitrogen. And then we'll head on out. When I come back, it should be ready for planting. Here are my bare root strawberries. And I got the type that would be able to survive in over 100-degree weather. These are strawberry Eversweet. They look really great. The way you can tell if they are healthy is if you see a lot of green growth, which we do. So that shows that they are healthy. We're going to go ahead and count them to make sure. We were supposed to get 20, I believe, or we're supposed to get 25. So we only got 21, so I'm going to reach out to them and let them know. And 21. Yep. We only got 21. I'm going to go ahead and still start soaking them, and then I will reach out to Burpees and just let them know the issue. Make sure it's in the water good. Alright, I'm keeping these in here for an hour because it's going to take me about an hour to get back. So let's go. We're here, and I actually made the order last night, so I don't have to go in and look for it or anything. They put it in some kind of lockbox or something. I've never done this before. I really don't shop at Home Depot. They gave me the code. I'm going to go in and see if I can find it. so we got the order. That wasn't long at all. I have this Polytone, and this is going to be the fertilizer for my strawberries and my blueberries, and just any other plants that like acidic soil. So Polytone is perfect for that. The next thing I got was this soil acidifier. So the reason I got this is because blueberries love acidic soil. Strawberries do too, but not as extreme as blueberries do. So I'm going to be using this to make the soil more acidic so blueberries can thrive. If you don't have the soil as acidic as they need, most of the time the leaves will start to change colors and just fall off, and the plant will just die. So we definitely need this soil acidifier. Blueberries prefer the soil to be between 4.5 and 5.5. Right, I am back, and it has been exactly 1 hour and 27 minutes. Let's go and check on the strawberries. I'm going to pour this water out into a watering can because I definitely don't want to waste this water. We were able to get half a watering pail of nutrient rich water, and that is disgusting. So what I'm doing right now is just filling up these containers, and I have 5 to go. So far it seems pretty easy to put together. It has these watering containers that you'll put underneath each one of these planter pots. As someone who doesn't like to read instructions, someone who just likes to go off of common sense, it looks pretty simple, and yeah, I think I'm doing everything right. Before you stack them, make sure that you put them where you want them to be. I'm going to go ahead, while I have 2 of them filled, I'm going to go ahead and put it on my balcony. That's where I want to plant it. I'm hoping it doesn't fall. Then I'll just fill each tray up individually and take them up there as I go. The good thing that I took that off, because I noticed is some dirt got into this watering tray. So make sure that y'all are paying attention to see if any dirt falls into the watering tray, because you don't want to clog these little tiny holes up. Okay, so we have all 5 of our containers up there on the deck. I'm going to get these watering containers, all of these, because that goes inside of them. We don't want to leave those. And these are my bare root strawberries, which we're going to cut some of the roots. We're going to prune some of those roots off because you just don't need them, and it's going to force it to put out more root production, which in turn is going to be beneficial for you. All right, so how you know that the strawberries are healthy is if you see some green growth on them, and all of these have green growth. There was 2 that did not have green growth. You don't want to bury the crown, because if you do, then the whole strawberry plant is going to rot. We're not going to prune a huge amount of them. Not all of them are big. Like, these roots are not super long. Something like this is really long. Definitely going to prune that off. I would say take about half of that off, and that'll be perfect. And we're going to go through all of these and see what needs to be pruned and what doesn't. So it looks really tall, actually. I was wondering if it would be tall enough. All right, now we're talking. Here are the bare roots. We're going to go ahead and plant them. And when you plant them, you want to make sure you fan these roots out. And again, don't bury the crown. So no deeper than that. So I went through here, checked every one of them to make sure that none of the crowns were buried, and it looks like we are all good. I'm going to go ahead and water these, but I'm not going to water too heavy because we are expecting a rain soon. And I'll come back in a couple of days and show y'all what it looks like. Burpees did do a really good job rectifying the issue that I had with the strawberry, with the bare root strawberries. They are actually going to be sending me a whole nother group of 25 bare root strawberries, which is amazing. And they didn't want me to send these back, so I'm going to have a whole lot of strawberries. So I have to give them that. They did a fantastic job rectifying the issue. We are about 4 days in after planting our strawberries. We're going to go ahead and check them. After I planted them for about 2 days straight, we were in freezing-ish temperatures. It wasn't a hard freeze, but the good thing is strawberries are extremely frost tolerant, so nothing to worry about there. It looks like we did get a lot of growth, so I will show you. All right, so what I'm showing you, this is the new growth, really. It was closed like that when I first got it, and you can see that they are opening up. This is the old growth that was already on here. So as you can see, we have definitely started to get some growth. Today was a little bit warmer, so in the next couple of days, we should start seeing way more growth. I did forget to fertilize, but I also mixed the potting mix with compost, so we should be fine there. So to summarize everything, bare root strawberries, in my opinion, are the absolute best way to purchase your strawberry plants. Bare roots are just 1 to 2 year old strawberry plants that have went dormant over the winter season, and they've been pulled up and shipped out. So you can absolutely expect some fruit in that same year that you plant your bare root strawberries. It's up to you if you want to allow that fruit to grow. Some people actually prune all the flowers off and they wait another year before they allow their fruit to come and develop. So that's completely up to you. The next thing that we talked about was not burying your crown, and I will show you that again because I don't think I did a good job explaining where your crown is. So as you can see right there, it kind of looks like those are roots above the soil, and that is your crown. You don't want to bury that because if you bury the crown, it will rot. You'll get root rot. Here's another one, a good example. It looks like there's roots above the soil, but that is your crown. You don't want to bury your crown. And I want to stress the importance of making sure that the crown is above the soil. I know that there's, for new growers, you might wonder, well, how do I know the difference between the crown and the roots? I want to let you know, if you have to leave some roots above the soil, that's better than leaving everything below the soil. Your strawberry plants are actually still going to survive with some of the roots above the soil. the main thing you want to make sure of is that you do not bury the crown. Well, that is our strawberry tower, and while we were gone, during these couple of days, I also did plant some pak choi. So I have 3 pak choi planted. And in the last 3 spaces, I'm going to plant some Swiss chard. And I also still do have 2 more pak choi that I started from seed. Not sure where I'm going to put those, but I'll put them somewhere. And I think that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not already subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you next time.